The FIFA 16 My Player Career Mode series that was on my channel was the most successful series I've ever done. Hundreds of thousands of people viewing Alexander Barkley, the American legend, and his rise to fame, all the way from episode number 1 to episode number 167. And this episode right here is all in dedication of this series, so let's relive the legacy of Alexander Barkley. The career of Alexander Barkley began at only the age of 18 when the young American decided to go out and play overseas, play abroad in England. He decided to sign with the club Portsmouth, the team in the 4th division over in England. And boy, did this decision pay off. Many people thought that Alexander Barkley didn't have it in him to play overseas in England, but he quickly proved the haters wrong in his first game, scoring the opening goal, scoring his debut goal for Portsmouth. And this was just the beginning of many things to come, and a great season with Portsmouth left many people shaking their heads. Many people thought that even with playing a good season for Portsmouth, that he didn't have what it would take to play for a bigger club in England, and he quickly proved those haters wrong. With many Premier League teams fighting to sign Alexander Barkley, the decision was up to him. Should he stay at Portsmouth and continue to dominate in the lower levels of English football, or move on to the Barclays Premier League, where big managers were fighting to get his signature? And that's exactly what he did, signing to play in London, signing to play with Tottenham Hotspur. This was a huge acquisition for Tottenham, but the question still remained, would Barkley, would he shine here in London? And he answered that question pretty quickly in his debut. And after a great season with Tottenham, it led them to playing in the Champions League final, where Barkley, in only his second season at the age of 19, scored the game-winning penalty in the Champions League finals to propel Tottenham to raise that trophy. What a season it was. Tottenham were champions. Barkley was on top of the world. What a win. It was a tough decision, but after winning the Champions League final, playing for Tottenham, the decision came, and a move to Bayern Munich was what Barkley thought best, what he thought he should do, and in the end, was it the right decision to leave? Should he have stayed? Either way, he shined in his 3rd season playing here with Bayern Munich. The skills, the goals ended up getting him a spot in the team of the season. And what was next? Possibly winning the Ballon d'Or. That's exactly what he did in only his 3rd season. Barkley was already known as one of the best players in the world, but what was next? It's time for the World Cup.
The month-long festival of football is about to begin.
The players have prepared for their entire careers for this moment.
You can see what all of this means to them.
And here it was, Barkley in his first ever World Cup. What was he able to do but propel the USA to winning it all? The US 2018 World Cup champions. In Barkley's 3rd season playing professional football, he's won the Champions League, he's won the World Cup, the Ballon d'Or, one of the best in the world. Unfortunately, in the next season, Barkley was basically forced to leave Bayern Munich, so he decided to join Chelsea, which was quite controversial since Barkley had already played for Tottenham Hotspur in the past, but in this single season, playing with Chelsea, he did all right. He picked up right where he left off, dominating the Barclays Premier League. And although they didn't make it to a Champions League final, the Chelsea were FA Cup champions, but this season was short. Barkley would be moving on.
And there will be nobody bigger than this. Now, this deal involves a record-breaking transfer fee from Barcelona and is, without doubt, the biggest move we have seen so far this month. The European champions have splashed out a world record £83 million for this top prospect, who England boss Fabio Capello has described as one of the greatest natural talents he has ever seen. And this is a star who has an eye for goal, can pass with either foot, and is comfortable in many positions. People say it's a lot of money, but you cannot put a price on quality, and our new signing has the potential to be one of the greatest.
After playing a single season with Chelsea, yes, Barkley decided to leave for one of the biggest clubs in the world, FC Barcelona, the first player in America, in the United States, to sign for this club. And oh boy, did he shine, playing alongside Messi and some of the best players in the world. Barkley did not disappoint, absolutely dominating overseas in Spain. Guys, this was one of the best years of his career. He ended up staying at Barca for 2 years, and just take a look, what a season, what a few seasons they were. And in his first season with Barcelona, he managed to win the treble. And in his second season, he managed to win the Champions League once again. And you may ask, why would anyone leave this situation? Well, all good things have to come to an end. The next 2 seasons were basically a blur. As Barkley had dominated world football, he decided to leave Barca to move to a league he's never been to travel to Italy, to play for Juve, and things didn't really work out. A rough first half of the season led to him getting loaned out to play for FC Bayern Munich, where, again, things were quite shaky. After playing for Bayern Munich in the past, they had a rough situation where Barkley was forced to leave, and after coming back, he played well for FC Bayern, but what was up next was what Barkley was really focused on, the 2022 World Cup.
The winner to organize the 2022 FIFA World Cup is Qatar.
Guys, it is here, 2022 World Cup in Qatar, back with the United States men's national team, ready to win it all once again. As you guys know, we won it all in 2018 in Russia, but now it's time to do it once again. Win the World Cup back-to-back for the United States of America. Here in Qatar, guys, it's all about to get started very, very soon in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Just take a look. After winning it in 2018, the U.S. and Alexander Barkley picked up right where they left off. Back-to-back World Cup wins. Alexander Barkley truly was and is the American legend. What a player he was. But after this, we skipped ahead. Barkley is coming home. After the World Cup, we skipped some 5 odd years into the future, where Alexander Barkley was 30 years old. This was the end of his career, so he decided to go back to where it all started, to the youth academy he played in as a child. he moved to his hometown of LA, where he shined, scoring goals and leading them to a US Open Cup victory and leading them to the MLS Cup final. It was a terrific final season for Alexander Barkley, absolutely dominating MLS competition. In the last game of the MLS Cup final, he scored the game-winning goal.
Did he really just do that? You gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. I mean, he's gone away from goal.
Oh my goodness. You don't save those. Out of this world. It's him again. Oh, Kevin, the 2 goals he's got tonight are unbelievable strikes.
And there it was. That was it. A summary of episode number 1 through episode number 167. This series was truly the best series I've ever posted to my channel. If you guys have seen every single episode, let me know in the comments. Also, drop a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed reliving the legacy of Alexander Barkley. And if you've missed any episodes from this series, a playlist is down below in the description. And if for some reason you missed the final episode, let's just show you guys once again how this series ended. Hello, who's this?
My name is Alex Hunter. You don't know me, but believe me, you soon will.